Hi Aquarius, welcome into your 2023 yearly tarot reading. I do want to thank you so much for joining me, for your amazing presence, but I also want to remind you this is general for your year, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Already I'm getting look up the spiritual meaning for the number 11, but I do feel like it's a year of a lot of synchronicities, very spiritually connected for you, a lot of success, new beginnings taking place, things shifting in the right direction for you. Don't be surprised when you receive a lot of downloads in different ways, okay? But we're going to begin and pull from the Sacred Forest Oracle deck and pull an overall energy for your year. And then we'll break the year down into 4 quarters, okay? Naturally 3 months for each. And then we'll pull tarot for each quarter and then further clarify it with 2 other decks, all right? So 3 tarot decks in total. I feel like you have a lot going on. People are impressed, very, very successful when it comes to career, moves, work, things you produce and develop. But let's do some shuffling. I just heard can't stop, won't stop. Okay. But there may be a focus individually on how you do light up, and there's a level of joy exuding from you when you're leading other people, okay? But also there's a focus on your bold way of being, who you're becoming in this lifetime, and how 2022 changed you even through certain difficulties, okay? A big move for oneself potentially in 2022 is taking a highlight in the mind of others, and even in your own mind and focus, because it changed you, okay? Or it's changing you currently, or both. For Aquarius. Okay, coming out retreat. So you may be doing some traveling in 2023. You may find there's a huge focus on your home life, holding back when necessary. Interesting. I'm not going to take that, but there's also a focus on how weather affects you and affects your energy. Okay, transmutation. Spirit's saying it's going to be a very happy year for you. Okay, you're going to get a lot accomplished. Again, a lot's changing. What you decide to keep in your life as far as connections, let's just say people, places, and situations, you're very much on point. Bear with me. You're very on point when it comes to that, okay? You don't need to second guess your intuition, and I should say you shouldn't be, okay? You should not be second guessing your intuition because you're very strong in regards to that at this point along your path, okay? And naturally pairing that with the downloads flowing in, the synchronicities, the reminders from spirit, you're golden, you're golden. So just maybe I would say hold back from asking for people's opinions, because I feel like people are going to be giving them either way. But yeah, I just feel like you're being pushed to sing your song. I'm getting from this bird. Nature will be a connection for you. Your connection to nature will be quite strong and needed at certain points. And I feel like animals will be a source of communication from spirit as well. But yeah, naturally, here we go. Transformation. There's a focus, on how you're transforming, how your career is transforming before your very eyes. And I feel like for some of you, a relationship is transforming. Your taste in people and situations, even clothing, I want to say, is going to change throughout 2023, okay? But you may even have healing energy being drawn to this reading. Spirit's saying with the transmutation card, right? You've been through a lot. You're like a phoenix rising from the ashes in the eyes of spirit and even in the eyes of others. You naturally have to go through some necessary healing, okay? But I don't know if I mentioned it already because I blank out in these readings. You might have healing energy being drawn to this reading. You might find oneself gaining new skill sets or one specific one. A new talent being discovered in regards to your life purpose, tying into that in some way, shape, or form. For some of you, it involves your spirituality. But look at this. Spirit's saying this is a year of passion for you. Passion. You can hear it coming through in the messages I'm conveying. But you don't get the Phoenix card without being somebody who has been through a lot and has become stronger, more intuitive, more aligned with what they're meant to because of all that you've been through, right? And I feel like you're not afraid of changes, so you might be being drawn to this reading. I feel as if you're going to initiate certain changes in your life, even in regards to what's continuing in your life that you're staying wrapped up with, and this is going to help you succeed even more so, okay? They're saying light that fire within and let it stay lit. Let's shift this to the side. You're one strong individual is what I'm hearing again. We're going to pull for the first 2 quarters of the year. We have the King of Wands, naturally. Male or female, the first 3 months of January, February, and March involve you being very much in touch with your masculine side. There's going to be a focus in the first 3 months of the year on how physically attractive you truly are, and potentially a change in regards to your looks in 2022 takes a highlight, or even you decide to switch something up in these 3 months, okay? But I do feel like you're being pushed to recognize that you're quite on point with your healthcare routines, your skincare routines as well. But so you're glowing. I feel the need to say you're glowing. But this is very much connecting me back to that leadership card, okay? And I feel like there's a conquering vibe about you in these first 3 months where you do what you have to do with a level of passion, but it doesn't feel like a force, okay? People respect you, I feel the need to say. People are looking at you in a bit of a stardom kind of light, okay? Stars in their eyes is what I'm hearing. Stars in their eyes. Let's see what fell into the floor. Okay, the Queen of Swords. Yeah, I feel like especially when it comes to the months of April, May, and June, you find oneself just whipping out that sword and making certain changes, right? You might even come off a little bit feisty, but Spirit's saying, you're a damn air sign, so let people just digest that however they wish. But I feel like by the end of the first half of the year, you're going to find oneself, if you're single, with a new love swooping in, okay, new commitment taking place. Could even be a new commitment with an existing relationship, but I feel like for some of you, a new job, okay? I feel like if you're a business owner, people are wanting to invest in your business time and time again, okay? You're going to find that you are seeing oneself more successful than other people realized. I'm hearing jaws are dropping, okay? Even those who expected you to succeed and go to new heights, to thrive through your work, you're doing better than they even expected, okay? So naturally, we can expect for April, May, and June to bring you new beginnings, new commitments, new fun is what I'm hearing. You're not meant to live a boring life is what I'm hearing, but I just feel as if you're naturally going to be very focused in the first half of the year, especially because you just are seeing more success come to be. You're seeing more changes working in your favor. And then it kind of makes you hungry, or just fully makes you hungry for more of which, okay? Let's pull from the Light Seers deck and see what we get to clarify each one. It's very interesting. You're the first sign that I've done for these yearlies where you've gotten 2 for, or at least that I kept for one of the quarters. I did just hear I'm very much comfortable in your energy, and it's true. If you saw me right now, I'm sitting with my leg crossed over the other one, just hanging out with you. I also feel like there is a bit of a relatable, comfortable, proper way about your energy, the way you're vibing with people, places, situations. Your overall peace has improved moving into the year of 2023, and we'll do our damnedest. You need to as well do your best to just make sure you're maintaining that, regardless of what you keep in your situation, what you stay wrapped up with, and what you bring and who you bring into your life. They're saying with that Queen of Swords, we're not too stressed about that, okay? You'll just make a decision if need be in order to live the peaceful life you're meant for, to stay passionate even. Interesting. What do we have for this King of Wands? Okay, the Queen of Pentacles. I love that. Spirit's saying that you're going to feel, again, this passionate leading way about your energy, and people will see evidence of just that, but you're also going to be feeling quite peaceful. It's this passionate piece about your energy, your way of living, producing and developing for your job or your business or both, and it just leaves you so damn successful. It leaves you soaring to new heights. And I feel like the inspiration that comes to you in the months of January, February, and March to change things up, to put a creative twist on what you've been working on, or just what you now desire. So don't be surprised if those first 3 months involve you with a new spark of, attention, things growing online for some, but a new creative goal coming into mind that you're setting for oneself, inspiration from Spirit in regards to what you're meant to develop in your life moving forward, even begin, okay? So that could relate to the Ace of Pentacles in one way, shape, or form. But Spirit's also saying, we want to congratulate you and praise you for your peaceful standpoint on your finances when it comes to the beginning of January, February, March, even if things aren't perfect. Because once upon a time, you would have stressed. You would have even taken on someone else's standpoint on things or a way of approaching their money. You've just improved. You've improved in so many ways, and there is true evidence of just that. I also feel, if I haven't mentioned this already, you're very, very mature at this point along your path, and that's an improvement in and of itself, right? The way your mind is working, the way you're being strategic, the way you're trusting, noticing red flags and not ignoring them now, right? When it comes to relationships, when it comes to connections in general, and even work situations, right? Living situations. You're noticing the red flags and being very much to oneself in regards to the planning stages of making that change sooner rather than later. Be proud of yourself, okay? Be proud of yourself. But I'm not surprised to see the Seven of Wands also coming out, because it's the first 3 months of the year where Spirit's saying naturally you're going to need to protect your inner peace, right? There's a focus on your gut feeling in one situation specifically that comes into play, okay? I just heard he or she or they know what they're doing, okay? People trusting you, okay? Developing a level of trust over time for your work and just with people in general, and that's paying off for you, okay? I just heard the word longevity. Longevity. Something's going far, my friend. You're going far, okay? And I really do feel like you have a lot coming towards you because you're meant for this success, all right? But it's not meant to feel ultra stressful. You're protected in regards to whatever you wish to leave behind, embark upon, okay? Even in regards to what you're continuing. But let's pull actually one of these light seers for this quarter, the second quarter. I'm gonna pull right from the middle. Nope, we're gonna take the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles, my friend. So naturally, the months of April, May, and June leave you with the abundance reigning on in. It's time to be an Aquarius for a multitude of reasons, because you're not afraid to say what's on your mind. You're not afraid to see oneself go through the natural changes you're meant to. You're being one with the flow of things, and that's inspirational in and of itself. I feel like the 3 months that we're speaking upon, again, being April, May, and June, leave you with an abundance of love flowing in, right? And remaining in your life, and an abundance of finances, okay? Money flowing on in quite nicely due to your hard work, due to your foundation you've set for some. But I feel like over time, it's like the universe is now repaying you for all the hard work you've been putting forth towards your career and for the BS you've dealt with, okay? And an abundance of career success all the meanwhile. So when you go through the months of January, February, and March, and you feel quite abundant due to the peace and passion that's, within your energy and situation or situations, don't be surprised when you step into April, May, and June and things feel magical. They feel even better, okay? It's a time where you just feel like things are working in your favor, where you feel like you don't need to force it. And every time you turn a corner, things just work out for you even better, or you stumble upon what you're meant to. There's a vibe where you're in the right place at the right time. You say the right thing. You even stumble on your words at times, but that's purposeful. That's on point. Spirit will be speaking to you loud and clear, and that may even be wrapped up with or help you with the success you're receiving at this time, okay? There's a vibe where you're embodying this King of Pentacles energy in these 3 months in comparison to the King of Wands at this point, where you can relax your mind, heart, and soul in regards to what you're meant to manifest, because I feel like you're manifesting a ton, right? And even when you don't know what to manifest or you don't put effort towards that, your thoughts are powerful in more than one way, right? And that's going to differ from case to case, from Aquarius to Aquarius. But it's this feeling that Spirit may even push you to manifest something for oneself or to co-create with them, right? And I feel like your connection to one specific animal takes such a highlight, or type of animal takes a highlight in those 3 months, okay? Sit back in your throne and manifest more abundance for oneself. There's never too much for you, okay? Let's continue and pull a small everyday tarot for each. Look at that, the King of Pentacles. So I feel like, I'm sorry, bear with me. I just heard your King of Pentacles is coming in to match your energy, Queen of Pentacles. That was horrible wording, but, or vice versa. Do you get the point? So I feel like you're meeting your match, at least at this point along your path when it comes to, this first half of the year, the Chariot. So I just feel like you step into the year of 2023 quite motivated, moving towards what you deserve with true levels of passion, and finding oneself transitioning into the months of April, May, and June, the second quarter. And again, double King of Pentacles, sitting back in your throne and seeing the fruits of your labor come to be, okay? People are impressed. This keeps coming out in these yearlies, but it's purposeful, okay? To touch base upon the first half in general, true levels of justice and balance coming to be in a peaceful way about your energy, paying off as well, working to your advantage. People are impressed. You're impressed. So don't be surprised when you impress oneself, okay? But slow it down at times. There might be a vibe about you at points where you're not forcing it, not rushing, but then the feeling in the air, the energy, other people, expectations stemming from people, and even your own expectations, high expectations for oneself, right? For how much you should be achieving, getting done. That may push you to rush a little bit at a certain point, but just reel it back in, okay? Check oneself and just move at a comfortable pace, because there are so many ships coming in for you to begin this year as the wheel turns in your Aquarian favor. Wow, this is a great reading. Let's clear the board and pull for the second half of the year. Bear with me. Cleaning up is going to feel so refreshing for you. I don't know why that's coming through. Cleaning up, I feel like you're going to, know the answer right off the bat. People are going to come to you for your advice as well. You might naturally just, even in 2022, be that kind of friend or family member, even coworker, I want to say, or just that type of person when it comes to your business, where people just look to you for your opinion, your advice, because you're very honest, but you have a way of wording things where it doesn't come off too offensive or offensive at all. Anyways, moving on to July, August, and September, the King of Swords, okay? Yeah, I feel like this is naturally following what we were just speaking upon, because you are very wise at this point along your path. Your spiritual connection is adding to that day by day, week by week, month by month throughout the year. And I feel like this is helping you thrive. It's helping you grow. It's helping you blossom through it all. And it's helping you with the success that's meant to just keep adding up moving forward. You're the owl of in the eyes of others. Interesting. And those definitely speak upon wisdom. Okay. These 3 months, you will see, a lot of creative, important ideas coming to be. Sometimes Spirit's going to want to be given the credit they deserve in regards to plopping those in your beautiful Aquarian mind. But I feel like you're going to be feeling very much attracted to intelligent people, okay? Attracting them in even, but I feel like you're going to feel like a sponge when it comes to knowledge. I feel like a memory improvement will take place as well in these 3 months. That's so random, but it's coming out for a reason. Interesting. I reversed the decks. I didn't mean to, but it's happening for a reason. Yeah, the Page of Swords again. So I feel like it's a lot of knowledge. Now beware, as I feel it, that all your hard work going towards your career, towards manifesting at times your connections, that is leaving you a bit burnt out with that Nine of Wands. And I feel like you just need to replenish oneself. Make sure you're keeping up with self-care routines. But we have the World for the last 3 months of the year. Let's put these back. I'm now hearing the ships are just going to continue to roll on in, Let's clarify the King of Swords. I got the Knight of Cups, but I'm putting it back. Trust your intuition, the Hierophant. Beautiful. It just feels like the months of July, August, and September highlight certain changes that have worked in your favor recently, even in the past year of 2022, but also on how much you're changing through it all. Don't be surprised if, even though I feel like your third eye is pretty open being drawn to this reading in general, don't be surprised if these 3 months push your third eye to open even more and you see things ultra clearly. I feel like you're going to, at this point, even more so see through the BS, right? You understand people even better than they understand themselves. You could be a spiritual healer or a spiritual reader being drawn to this yearly read, but it just feels like, again, there's a focus on a foundation that's thriving and working for you, okay? The secrecy about your energy, the mystery about you, that also leaves people intrigued and coming back for more. They want more. They want more. And I feel like you're even being a bit mysterious when it comes to dating, when it comes to friends, and that leaves people with so many question marks rolling around in their head. But Spirit's saying when you intuitively feel the need to keep to oneself or not to update somebody, don't question it, okay? We do have the Queen of Pentacles coming out and the Queen of Swords. So I feel like the second half of the year in general, especially the last months of October, November, December, leave you very focused on your finances, your career, feeling like the ball's in your court, right? Feeling very powerful, I want to say, and making certain adjustments and changes. And due to your third eye being opening, again, seeing through to the truth, you're putting your hand up and stopping things in their tracks, stopping people in their tracks when you simply know the truth or feel as if you can't trust them or that situation. Let's pull for the World, the Ace of Wands. Beautiful. A very magical second half of the year, to say the very least. It's almost as if in a different kind of manner, the magic of the months of April, May, and June just trickles forward, carries through into the second half of the year. I'm hearing you're meant to live a magical life, okay? But it just feels like all the meanwhile, there's a lot of celebration and beautiful connections taking a focus in the second half of the year for you. Let's space these out a bit. Let's pull for the Hierophant and the King of Swords. The King of Wands, beautiful. So this energy coming out for both first halves of each half of the year, the first and the third quarter, bear with me. But I feel like you're holding a level of passion for what you've changed, how you're changing, for how your life is looking to you and to others at this point. Spirit's saying the eyes that are peeled upon you, heads turning towards you, it's because they're good looking. It's because of your energy. It's because of the success that you're owning. I feel like even if you're a very confident individual stepping into this year, by this point in the year, so damn confident, so damn confident. They're saying regardless of which quarter we're talking about, wave that magic wand and you will see something turn to gold. You'll see something even come to be or transform in the way it's meant to, okay? But I feel like you're just feeling more passionate and peaceful due to a big change in the recent past or the past in general, and due to certain small adjustments you're making moving forward. And it just feels like there's a new beginning with the Ace of Wands, a passionate fresh start for oneself that's leaving you with even more world evolution for oneself, more world developing change and success, right? However that works for you, it's just going to feel so rewarding and almost effortless. Spirit's saying at this point along your path, when something is meant for you, right? When a situation is meant to continue, it won't feel difficult to see it come to be, right? Or for that door to open or to stay open for oneself. It'll just come to be, right? Because again, you're very spiritually connected, because you're not meant for these difficult situations, right? That will add stress to your overall plate, okay? And because again, you're spiritually connected and able to manifest, and right? So again, keep an eye on your thoughts because they're so powerful. Your mind is powerful that basically what you wish for is going to come to be throughout this year, okay? Okay, 2024 is going to be even better in comparison. So, I mean, this is going to be a great year for you, but just think about that. Judgment. So I feel like this is not going to be put in between, but I do feel like there's a very honest way about you once again. People looking to you for that. Your voice coming into play. But Spirit's saying there are going to be key moments in the second half of the year where you need to look within and trust your inner voice and be completely honest with oneself. What do you truly want? What needs to change here? Okay. Can I trust them? Can I trust this situation? Is this going to progress in the way it's meant to? Whether you're a reader or not, whether you're psychic or not, you just will see the way. It's as if in the second half of the year in general, you're going to see one's path more so illuminated for oneself, to the point where you just kind of have these aha moments or one big one, and you just figure out day by day how to just move forward with the utmost confidence, okay? Saying you'll figure it out. The Six of Pentacles, absolutely beautiful. It's again another half of the year where abundance is raining on in, and your compassionate nature, your caring way of being a kind individual at this point along your path. That's playing into the second half of the year. But they're saying, I won't be played like a fool. Interesting. So it just feels like, again, you're picking up on who and what to trust and who and what not to. And I feel like being drawn to this reading, you've dealt with some very untrustworthy people in the past. And I feel like even a repetitive negative outcome has happened to you in the past. So therefore, now you know how to avoid that, okay? Or avoid those type of situations or types of people. And that's leaving you more abundant. But look at this crown here I'm being drawn to. You're a very royal kind of individual in the second half of the year, okay? But yeah, I just feel like to wrap up the year in October, November, December, you see evidence that, again, your world is changing for the better, that you're changing for the better. It may take a hot second at certain points to adjust to it or just to come to terms with how things are changing, but it feels like there's a flow and a bit of a fast-paced way about this last 3 months of your year, these last 3 months, excuse me, where it almost might fly by with the blink of an eye, right? But it feels rewarding all the meanwhile. But Spirit's saying stop and smell the roses at a certain point or multiple points before you wrap up the year, because you're going to see oneself thriving through it all, right? But it's as if there are certain details you don't want to miss, right? By speeding forth too quickly, staying too busy. You want to make sure that even though there is a huge focus on your money and career throughout this year in general, especially at the end of the year, you want to make sure that you are balancing things out more so. Water those connections, right? Water that relationship, and make sure that you are seeing oneself successful with that as well. Okay, not to say that people won't want to stay by your side and stick with you even more so, or in general, either way, but that's not the point, right? You want to make sure you're watering what's important to you, okay? Who's important to you. But it just feels like this is a very important year for your life, okay, progression, for your career, for your relationships, for your soul growth, okay? You won't be recognizable in certain ways. They're saying watch the Libra reading for the 2023. You won't be, in certain ways, you're not going to be recognizable in the eyes of others because you're changing so much throughout this year. And I feel like you're on your way rising to the top, and Spirit's saying that you are being viewed as this phoenix rising from the ashes once again, where what you went through in the past has changed you so much, and what you've changed is changing you so much in such a beautiful, positive way. And you're coming off as this very strong person, soul, who's meant to be extra successful in this lifetime, right? People who second guessed you will not be second guessing you by the end of 2023. And if they happen to still be, then that will dissipate as time moves forward, right? As your life keeps changing and you keep succeeding. It's this year where the abundance that you receive is on point for you. It's well deserved, and there's even more to receive, to experience in 2024. I just heard this is a year to be an Aquarius. All right. So I hope this was truly helpful. Sending you so much love and light. Go enjoy your year of 2023, and I'll definitely see you next time. Bye, Aquarius.